Professional projections of spectral light, connected room selection airtight. The isolated, the decisive victory stimulated. The non-simulated patterns of flight originated. I'm a carnivore on a tour of duty. My band of brothers in full metal jackets establish cruelty. Black magic conjurer, attack through the monitor. Destruction of assumption. One thing I can promise you: impact crash from closed shards of glass. Ritualistic annihilators that murder your cast. The future of the past at last revealed. The seventh seal broken in half. Ceremony is real. Become obsolete. High strung from a beat. A strong-minded individual delivering defeat. Blood rivers in the street. Heat flowing, no retreat. Deep moments keep opponent's speech limited. Repeat.
You're opening the door through a corridor, stretching to the left. Anger in my eyes, but the truth is on my chest. I'm just a man that wants revenge and I confess. I am full of rage and sin, locked inside this cage again, where evil reigns and people like to win. It may seem sweet, but we won't like the end, till we shine brightly from the light within.
Turn the music up a bit.
Yeah. Dark secrets, demons with a conscience. I'm the Lone Ranger looking for Pocahontas. Teenage zombies flying the beat. I'm dying till I'm what I'm trying to be. Go bad news bears and the dukes are hazard. The youth know my group is a truth, so have it. Keep myself cooped up, recoup quickly. Face still hurts, but my kids stick with me. Death love, not far as we go. Crazy face, still not starved to show. I appreciate the chance, truth hurts, I'll kill you. Ice pick into your neck, I will do anything. Talk to you like I might care. River bottom nightmare, moonshine distillery. Back roads are filling me. Militarist art, I depart with artillery. With artillery, with artillery, with artillery, with artillery, with artillery, with artillery, with artillery.
Five, four, three.
Kill me every time.
Alright, we got people here? I hope. Where's my volume? Is Mr. Mip in chat? Perfect. Alright, Scout Viaduct, you said? Pocket Scout on Viaduct. Your demo was main calling. Alright. Let's take a look at this.
One.
So first thing off, at the start of rounds, especially on Cloth, you probably want to crouch down. It just makes the life easier for your medic to heal everything. I'm not quite sure about heading up here, especially on Koth. It's not the greatest for you, especially as Pocket Scout, because while you do get high ground, it doesn't really provide your team anything, right? Realistically, you want to be, like, as Pocket Scout, if you want to be, like, high ground aggressive, or not even high ground, but just high ground defending, you want to be playing, like, this rock, or somewhere around that area. You're moving up now, but you were very, very slow to move up there, so that wasn't too great. It's just going in house that early, especially as Scout, isn't the greatest. Yeah, so this is where you want to be playing pretty much the entire start of the mid, is on this rock. And I'm assuming that, if you call him a soldier, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that you went onto that house because you were scared of, like, a roamer getting in behind you or something like that? Waiting for chat. Okay, I'll just make that assumption. If that was why you're doing it, especially this early on Viaduct, I would say don't worry about that too much. If a soldier wants to go behind, let him go behind. You sitting up there doesn't really save your team in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, so it's okay. It's very, very passive, especially for a Pocket Scout. It's good if you know the other team's going to be super, super aggressive. I'm not a fan of it. I'd rather be you on this rock, just because it like, you can see way more of what's going on, right? Like, from this rock, you can pretty much see everything. But if you're back here, the wall really, really blocks pretty much this entire area. It's hard for you to see stuff jumping in. And then also, you're just so far back, right? If your medic's playing here and you're back here, if something's jumping in, you have to cross all this space to get to where the soldier's going to be jumping in, right? So just the amount of space you have to traverse to get into those areas isn't really, really beneficial for you. So unless you know for a fact that they're going to be playing super, super, super aggressive into you and, like, double soldier bomb and demo bomb into you, you should be playing on the rock instead of on the balcony there. Just got around and killed your demo. Okay, big thing is, and this kind of comes from learning the maps, but when you're running away, always look forwards. Always, always, always look forwards. Never turn your back. So, like, right here, this is bad. Bad, 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 bad. In this circumstance, you want to be... right, instead of running with your back turned, what you should be doing is, running away is fine. Hold S, hold S, hold S, but then you should be looking up the entire time, right? Just learn the maps, hold S, look up where are things going to be coming from. Never, never, never turn your back to enemies, because that's asking to get jumped. Pretty standard Viaduct stuff. Yep, clear the sticks, or run over the sticks. So notice you're not in great health right now. This is fine for you to stay out of the Uber. You probably want to stay out of it. Okay, there, your medic was really good with that, actually. This is good. Looking for things that aren't Ubered to kill. I like it. I like it. Everything here is good for me. Yeah, no, this was really well done. I really like your the back presser you did. And just kind of ignoring the Uber. You couldn't do anything about it in that situation, so that was really good. Chasing the medic here, though, not so sure about that, because now you're on a 15-second spawn timer due to how Koth works. So that's not the best. So you probably could have chased the medic and forced him out, but after you didn't get the kill and he retreated back into spawn, there was no reason for you to continue chasing there. So especially on Koth, once you have the point, your primary concern is to stay alive. It's not to get kills, it's to stay alive so you can react to their pushes. Make sure you're getting a buff. This is more on your medic, but your medic should have healed you instantly when you came into the fight, so you should be calling for that. Even just like in comms, let your med know that I'm going to be in the fight, I'll need a buff. Something simple like that. Still don't have any heals. You have the balls of a madman, and you deservedly got piped in the face for that. Yeah, don't push across point when you have 100 HP against a demo man. That's not good. So just make sure you get a buff before you want to play aggressive like that. Yeah, and so this is one of those areas which, especially Viaduct, if you're ever coming out this door, let's see, I can't really rewind here. If you ever come out the door, you want to be looking up instead of like at the ground or just straight ahead of the wall or something like that, because stuff will always be bombing over the top of that area. And it will get you killed because things will just blind bomb you and you won't be able to see. So like like when you're running out here, you should be looking up into the sky. Again, back turned. No. Bad. Good kills on that soldier. He was super aggressive. Free kill for you. So yeah, look up. Good aggression on the demo man, and you die instantly. I'm okay with that, honestly. If you probably could have played with your double jump a little bit and jumped back towards your side and tried to get away from the soldier, but I really like that aggression on the demo there. Worked out well, especially because you guys did not have points, so you sent their demo into purgatory for a good 15-20 seconds, and your team capitalized off of that, so that was well done. You're playing Pocket Scout, but I have not seen very many buffs. You need to be playing the beam a lot closer, I think. You're not really... I don't know if that's your medic specifically, or... So yeah. I'm not sure if that's your medic specifically, or you not calling for buffs, but you need to be more aware of what your HP is. And pretty much as a Pocket Scout, if you're under 150, you should be asking for a buff and making sure you're topped off, like, any point in time. So right now, there's no reason for you to be, like, yeah. You punish this demo, that's fine. Again, just make sure your back isn't turned. Free scout. I feel like you guys are holding for a long time. Yeah, you get forced because of that. Yeah, I feel like you're just holding a long time. Honestly, you probably, just as a team, you probably could have aggressed into them with how things were turning out there and just the way that the fight was going. In that situation, if you want to hold back like that, then standing on the wooden platform above your medic, that would be a good situation to do it, just because soldiers are going to be bombing in to try to force like they did, and that just gives you a good chance to shoot them out of the sky. This is fine, you still need a buff. So as Pocket Scout, you should be going back for your medic. And I guess you are now. Or you're not. You're not. You need to go back for your medic. You should be the one going back for your medic. You don't need to sit on point. The rest of your team can, but you need to be building along the way as you chariot your med out, and it gives you more... it just gets your med to point faster. And you won the round, which was good, but you definitely need to play more with your medic, or your med needs to buff you more, I think, are the two biggest things that I'm seeing here. So yeah, sitting up here doesn't, as I was saying earlier, it doesn't really do anything for you, and you quickly realize that, and you move to the rock. So this is where you should be pretty much the entire mid. Instead of running into the house like that, just run to the rock instantly.
4, 3, 2,
Good aggression.
1. Control
Oh, you
point
got trapped off.
alert.
That happens on
Control point is
Viaduct.
being contested. Alert. The control point is being captured.
Come on, Doc, follow me.
We have lost.
Oh, your med's not buffing you! Med needs to buff.
Our control point is being captured.
Yeah, soldier got in on you. You should know the guys behind. Yeah, that should be a free kill for you. Nice. And then you go back. So this is what you should be doing anytime your med dies. You should be the one going back always.
All right, I feel good.
Later. Oh my god, your soldier got destroyed. Really good aggression on their medic. Oh, that's a shame. Their med played that really well. I think you might die for this. Yeah. Oh. No, they live. Okay, it's okay. Then you guys have 40 ad. 30, 35 ad, I guess. Which is okay. It's a good kill on the scout, good kill on soldier. You can get aggressive with this, so you should just take your medic across point into them. Yeah, so I'm okay with chasing that kill. You probably could have backed off. It was 50-50 there. There's no real reason you need to kill the demo man, but it's a free frag. Usually it's a free frag unless the demo man just hits pipes on you like that. So I don't blame you for that. But yeah, you need to talk to your medic more about giving your scout, specifically the pocket scout, more heals, because you are very, very lacking heals. You're almost never buffed when you're pushing stuff, which is not great. You guys forward holding here? No, okay. This is fine, this is all you need to do, there's no reason to push. You guys have Uber, let them come into you. Nice. Thanks, Scout, doing work with that pressure, that was really good. Nice. Did Med drop this? No? Okay. Their Med has balls of steel. Holy shit. He never pops. Get the rockets, you're good. You guys probably, you had spawners, you probably could defend this with Uber. I kind of understand why you rotated out, but... And then you immediately eat a sticky trap and die because of it. So yeah, you need to... Cab? No, it's not. Feel free to go post one in the demo review chat, and it can be scrim or match, doesn't matter. I'm good with whatever. So yeah, you need to really focus on what your health is, and especially as Pocket Scout, like you need to be yelling, not literally yelling, but you need to be yelling at your med that you need heals. Because you, almost every single engagement, you're always going in without a buff, or like literally under 125 as Scout, and that is, as Scout, that's usually bad. As Pocket Scout, that is a mortal sin. You will be damned to the 7th plane of hell for that one. It's not, not good, and the soldier just rolls you.
Mission ends in 60 seconds. Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Thanks, Doc.
No, getting heals. Okay, they have point. 40 seconds left. So you shouldn't be tunneling that scout that hard. That's the flanks problem. And you don't want to run away from your medic and demo, especially on this map, because they're liable to get bombed, exactly like this. So if that soldier did that like 10 seconds earlier and you weren't there, he probably would have killed the medic. So if stuff across the map is pressuring like that, it's okay to send a couple chip shots, but don't waste your entire clip and tell your team to deal with it, because it's your flanks job to deal with it. It's not your job. And if you start covering for people like that, everything starts to fall apart. And you just weren't in the Uber, because you're never in the Ubers. The flank scout who hates, or the pocket scout who hates heals and Ubers, it's amazing.
You failed.
Yeah, you're not even getting to mid without a buff, which is bad. So it may seem that like this entire time I'm just harping on buffs, but that is probably your two biggest issues right now are buffs. You need to make sure that you're buffed as pocket scout at all times, and then also you need to look up a little bit more, right? If we look, so this isn't too bad, but if we're like just 4 or 5 seconds previously, your cursor was like pointed at the ground, instead of like in the air. So like in this situation, right, you're very much pointed here, right? You're looking at this plane in the ground, but everything that's going to be coming at you is going to be like up in these corners, like jumping from this area or jumping from this area. So your view should be like where you're jumping soldier. That's where your crosshair should be centered, realistically, on especially viaduct, because things will jump at you so much. So you need to look up a little bit more, and make sure you're buffed. Those are very much the two biggest things I'm seeing right now. And they're super easy things to fix as well. And make sure you don't turn your back to enemies. But that's just a map knowledge thing. Just hold. And I like the aggression that you're putting on your demo, or on their demo every time. Like I really like that you're doing that. The issue is, right, again, you don't have heals. So it's very, very easy for you to die. And that's why you're dying in those situations so much, is because you're pressuring, and you don't, like, even if you do have support of your teammates, you're pressuring, but you can't support yourself with your 125 HP, right? That's a single pipe and 2 scatter shots from, like, all the way across the map. Unfortunately, your med drops there. So you need to just really, really focus on what your HP is when you're going for plays like that, and can you actually do it? It's either, can you 2-shot this guy without him hitting a pipe, or you need to back off and get buffs. One of those two things. Which, it kind of sucks, but that's the reality of Scout on this map. Go on up here is fine. Good. Absolutely shut that soldier down, nice. You guys are playing a little bit passive here. Oh, you're actually down demo, never mind, this is fine. You probably could have lived. You didn't need to go in and aggress that. They had the point anyways, and you were down 2. So... yeah, you should... I mean, your med lived, so that's not too bad. This is fine. So just mulches your demo, you're trying to mulch theirs. And there's like 5 things in front of you. Oh, you should have shot that soldier! You can shoot when you're running away. Ooh, face tank the rocket. Yeah, again, you should be looking up. Or that's why you need to be looking up, or that will happen. Perfect example.
60 seconds.
Ooh, why are we running in? I guess to try to kill the med? Okay, I get that you wanted to kill their meta, or I guess force them to pop, but doing it solo like that is not the way to do it. If you're going to do that, you guys need to talk to your coach or I guess mentor, who's ever doing it, about like 4-man sacks and how they work on this map, because that's how you do it. You don't want to run single people in like that, because, well, you just mulch or get mulched and it's kind of a waste of your life, and it messes up spawn times and stuff. But that was a good kill on demo. Yeah, stuff got in behind you. Like, I really like how you play some of these post fights, and like the way you kind of weave in and out of them is really, really good. The issue is just when you go in, you start engaging in some of these fights, you have no HP to do anything with. So again, you just instantly die. And it would be much, much better if you could just have some sort of support from yourself with just more HP, so you can tank a little bit more than like a pipe and a half. So I did download all 3 of your demos, but I have a feeling they're all going to be fairly similar. So the things I would say for you to focus on, make sure you get a buff. As Pocket Scout, you need to be talking to your medic. Let your medic know where you are. I need buffs. If I want to pressure, I need buffs, right? You just always need buffs as Scout. Make sure that you're looking, think about where things will be coming from. Where is a soldier going to be jumping my med from? That's where you want to be looking. Don't just look at the ground, or don't just look at like whatever. Think of actively, well, okay, I know roamers or whatever usually jump in this area, or what looks like a good jumping spot. Put your crosshair there. Just makes your action times quicker, easier for you to get onto them. And then make sure that you don't turn around when you're running away. Well, running away with W is faster than running away with S. If you run away with S and AD strafe while you're doing that, you don't lose any speed whatsoever. So this goes for any class, not just Scout, but every single class. If you're running away, you need to be looking at the team, or at the enemy team that's coming into you, and like where they're going to be coming from. Because if you just like don't do that, then you're going to get shot in the back and die multiple times, over and over and over again. So that's not so great. So yeah, I'm going to go on to whose demo was next. Duck's demo, I guess. If Duck is still here. Stream chat says he is. Give me a second here. Oh, this is a big one. What the hell? And Duck, what were you playing? Roamer on Gully Wash. I'm assuming your name was Goose. Was your name Goose in this demo? What was your name in this demo? Because you're not tagged up properly, or no one's tagged up properly apparently, so I'm assuming it's Goose. Okay, I'll go with assuming that it's Goose, because I haven't gotten a positive or negative, but that is the meme that makes the most sense to me. Roamer on Gully. Let's go. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Good aggression. Ooh, I love the fact that you went for the demo instead of the medic. Unfortunately, the demo got an arrow instantly and it did not work out. But I love that play very, very much. So well played on that, not tunneling the medic on mid. Usually killing the demo or anything else is preferable to that. So that was actually pretty good. Not much else you could have done, I don't think. Well, other than like somehow strafing to not fall on the ground and get mulched by scouts, but that is the life of soldier on Gully. If you go to the ground, you die, so try not to be there. I'm coming in for buffs, I'm assuming. Buff and then sack, yeah. Or what push are we doing? Okay, they're pushing through river. Ooh, there was a spy. And you're down 2. And your team popped. Yeah, don't go in. Okay, good. You did not go in. Correct. So yeah, you back up and try to get in a situation where you can force their medic as they come in for this push. Your scout and med need to be out in choke right now. So you probably could have stayed there because you are the roamer and you had spawners. You probably could have stayed there putting aggressive pressure onto their team and just forcing them to look at you. There's no real reason that you needed to back off because the rest of your team was up. So you kind of just gave them that point for free. Good bomb. I don't know if you had another rocket loaded. If you had another rocket loaded there, you probably could have wall pogoed and pogoed yourself up to the bats there. So that's just a small, like, minor roamer meme thing that you can do.
The control point is being captured. We have lost the control point.
Hiding spots. Okay, good. Their med died, so you went for their med. This is fine. If you can get out here, that would be amazing. You're not going to get out. That's a real shame. That was the right play for you. The rest of your team was just playing way too aggressive and too close to choke, so they kind of deserved to die there. But you salvaged that as good as you could, so that was good on you. Gully watch stalemate. They're kind of pushing. That's a gully stalemate. Perfect. Yeah. So they came in. They sacked their roamer. Forced your combo. Your combo went in to try to salvage that Uber. And you're making the bet. Oh, actually, you're winning this somehow. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure how that happened. I think your scout just did a whole bunch of work, but your team won. I was very iffy about you going in and being that aggressive. Usually, if you're in a situation like that, what probably would have been preferable for you, instead of jumping in that aggressive and like trying to get on top of them like that, I would have posted up on high ground and spammed them and just try to let your team get out, because in that situation it really looked like you would not, like your team wasn't going to be able to get out of that. But I guess it worked. Your scout just killed everything because scout is a class in the game. Yeah, I am Canadian. Scout got in real deep. Scout feeds. Med dies because of it. Spam the scan tree. Scan tree needs to be spammed out, and it's dead, and that's a free round for you. You did your roamer job very, very well on that push. You held shutter, and walked in shutter, killed something, and walked out, and they couldn't do anything about it. So that was really good. You said you wanted to focus on mids though, so let's see how this mid goes. Okay, well, I won't say anything because I don't need to. That was self-explanatory. Good spam on Scout, getting a buff. Please don't shoot. Oh no. Don't go for air shots, especially as a roamer. The second that soldier went up and you saw that everybody else was looking at him, you should have went forward and jumped into their team to make more space, because that soldier was dead no matter what. It was fine though, their team got scared off. Okay, this is dangerous. This is not dangerous, this is exactly what you needed to do. Thank you very much. Smart decision. Scout absolutely destroys you, but because of that their med dies. That was exactly what you needed to do. You don't want to jump into the Scout, you want to jump into a place that cuts their retreat off. So, that was honestly perfect. And I'm assuming you roll last? Okay, you have 15 HP. Your life just sucks right now. Yeah. Not quite sure what happened there. I thought you guys had Uber. You came in late, I guess, but that sentry gun should have been down a lot earlier, so your demo and or soldier needed to make sure that that sentry wasn't up like that. But I'm not entirely sure what happened on that last. Guess your team just lost. Oh, back caps. Go to mid. Okay, let's watch this mid. Oh, you're lucky that demo didn't dead. That was a free like 80 damage on you. Sort of ruined your life. So yeah, if you're going for that jump, try to make sure that you make it on top. Otherwise you just take unnecessary fall damage like that. Okay, you definitely deserve that because you jumped into scouts. Like, you tried to get the high ground in front of scouts' faces, so yeah, that's kind of what you get. This is good. Are you flanking? Oh no. Yeah, you're gonna flank. I think that's like, I'm not the biggest fan of flanking on Gully Watch because it takes such a long time for your roamer to get there, or for anybody to get there. So realistically, you wanted to... I mean, the flank was okay. Like, it worked out in practice, but that was more because your team mulched everything in choke, so there wasn't much HP for that stuff once it came through. But even so, you died. So realistically, what would have been better is if you stood... almost just stayed in the big door area and just made sure like that there was a presence there, so people were looking at you and you were spamming. I guess spamming high ground from low ground's not great, but you could have just stood there and spammed instead of being the only one to wrap like that, because you essentially threw your life away once their medic was dead. So it would have been better if you stayed alive instead of going in and like just dying for it. Sniperman's pyro dies. What is that? Pyro heavy dies? Oh, that's a free last for you. You're living the life of a roamer right now where your life sucks because you got body shot and you can't do shit on 50 HP. Yeah, your last contribution was you got shot and got a health pack. Welcome to roamer. Ooh, aggressive? Aggressive. Very aggressive. Probably dying for it. Yes, dying for it. Yeah, it's... Gully Watch mid is kind of hard for roamer because usually if you're doing... Well, Gully Watch aggressive is hard for roamer because if you're going aggressive like that, it's... Unless you have a good distraction and unless you hit your rockets, it's very, very easy for you to just instantly explode like that. So, most of the time, unless you know, like, exactly where the demo's gonna be and you can get, like... You can get really, really good damage onto them, you're probably gonna want to... take some high ground or more act as a distraction and then re-bomb, like bait your team a little bit but then bomb once, land somewhere that's distracting but it's not a total threat to the other team, and then re-bomb 5 or 6 seconds later and try to catch them on their backs or something like that instead of like instantly getting mulched by scouts. Are we forward holding Gully Wash? Kinda. I guess your med did live, so they have disad. This is good. I like that you're checking lower. rockets. I hope your team just goes in and pushes. Like, you should not be respecting these people. Yeah, you were slow on the push. Your team needed to, like, disrespect them. Or, I don't know if the medic was tracking Ubers or what, but, ooh, if you get it. Oh, that was really good. If you got the med, that would have been really nice. But, really good rebomb, but now they have Uber. Your team really should have known what Ubers were there, though, because that 30% edge should be, like, a dead everything. This is okay. Yeah, okay, I was just about to say, you need to be looking at where things are going to be coming from. The demo's not going to be shooting you from there. So, you should have been focusing on the resubs that were coming in. Got the fat 50% ad. Is your team going to do anything with this, or are we Gullywash stalemating? Because Gullywash is an absolutely terrible map that needs to die in a hole. Oh, you actually pushed. Hooray. Jump. 3 kills. Soldier broke your ankles. One more soldier on the ground. Seems like you know where he is. Okay, apparently not. And Scout's coming in. Your medic lives with pretty much full HP. It's fine. Free Scout kill? Free Scout kill. Free Soldier kill? Not your kill, but free Soldier kill. Back cap pressure? No. Kill Soldier? No. This is fine. Distraction plays. Your team's cleaning up on mid. Yeah, you should pressure the cap right now. What is that fight? It's Scout Med versus Scout Med. Interesting. And now you're gonna die because you're too far behind and alone. Yeah, so instead of like going into lobby and everything like that, you probably could have just pressured cap and like forced them back. Because the reason that the Scout Med decided that it was totally okay to run into your team like that and try to kill everything was there was nothing stopping them from doing it. Even though you were behind, you were obviously weren't a threat, and there was no threat of a back cap whatsoever. So if you went and pressured cap instead, it would have like probably forced them to like decide, okay, are we going to go forwards with this, or do we need to stop this cap? And most people will err on the side of caution and go back for the cap. So just keep that in mind, especially if you're behind like that as a roamer. Pressuring cap can be extremely, extremely effective at alleviating forward pressure. Oh, you should have waited for the medic. Yeah. Didn't matter in the end anyways. But when you're hiding like that, if two things cross, like, if two things go in front of you like that, and neither of them looks at you, and they're just holding W, wait for the med.
Thanks, Doc.
I don't know if that roamer behind was called. Yeah, apparently not, because he just killed everything. Yeah, you guys just didn't have any forward pressure, unfortunately, so it was very, very hard for the rest of your team to really do anything. I don't know if that was because of your scouts just weren't pressuring stuff or your demo didn't have good damage, but they just had better control and they could just pretty much hold W into the point. And then the roamer that got in behind, no one knew he was there, obviously, and he just killed everybody. So there wasn't much that you could have individually done. It was just more your team as a whole needed to take a little bit better position or do more damage, just hit an extra stick or something like that. That would have forced people on the other team into worse positions, so you could have done something. I hope your pocket does not die. That would be bad. Full Uber disad. You have pyro heavy. I'm okay with this. No scouts though. I'm not sure how confident of a pyro you are, but honestly, I would almost rather have roamer on pyro than both scouts off classing, but that's up to team preference.
Our control point is being captured. We have secured the control point.
Free kill? Free wall. Free kill! Oh. Juked. Oh, there's a spy. Okay. That was a scout for some reason. I was very confused. Pressure's fine. Nice. Well, your scout instantly dies, but the fact that you got the fact that you got the demo to shoot at you instead of things coming in choke was really good. Yep, go forward, put pressure. Everybody else can cap.
The control point is being captured.
Good. Go on river. Yes, pressure them. They have Uber, but nice trades.
Secure the control point. Our control point is being captured.
Soldier just got in behind you guys, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm not quite sure where your pocket was, because that was kind of on your pocket, but it could have been either soldier, honestly. I don't know where both of you were playing, but you do need to watch, especially when you're holding up attic like that. You really need to pay attention to something coming in behind and just getting on your combo, because it's very, very easy for that to happen. So you need to look in like all 4 directions. Soldier behind point killed you. Okay, interesting. I mean, it worked. You probably didn't need to die for that. But yeah, I mean, it worked. In general, I don't like shoving like 8 people through river like that because it's bad. But I think you just needed your medic to give you a flash. Yes, fast underneath. They spotted you though. You're baiting it. Good. I like this. I hope you called that soldier. Demo died, nice. I hope you called the soldier that went up drop down. Because you did see him. I don't think you did, because he's killing everything right now. Which is unfortunate. Rip. I mean, that mid wasn't bad. You killed their demo, had, like, okay-ish impact. There's... I just feel like your demo isn't putting out enough pressure for you to really be able to force them and do a whole bunch of like really sick roamer things on this map. But it's also Gully Wash, and Gully Wash kind of just, especially mid, kind of sucks for roamer. There's very, very little that you can do. Yeah, nice, you got the scout. This is okay. Both soldiers going here is not okay. You going here is okay. And soldier spam on point. That sucks. Yeah, so you sitting there was probably okay. Both soldiers jumping up there is not great. I definitely also understand why you went for the flank, but the fact that you knew they had Uber, or you should know that they have Uber, you don't want to go for flanks in that situation. You just want to take the high ground and spam things out that aren't Uber. That's fine. Oh, nice jump. Nice. That's what I was talking about earlier. Just kind of baiting your team a little bit and just waiting for a good opportunity when they're not thinking that, oh, a roamer's going to jump up and kill us, and then you jump up and kill them. So that was definitely a good impact mid for you. Ooh, nice direct, and med gets back, unfortunately.
The control point is being contested.
This is fine.
We have secured the control point.
Yeah, thanks, Doc. Doc, come on, man!
Oh god. They went full, like, Memelander. There is not a single scout to be had in one soldier. Yeah, I feel like you can edge point right now. feel like that's exactly what you do with your scout,
The
bud.
control point is being
Yes. Yeah. That's the bad thing when there's no scouts and no way to get back. So I mean your mids, that was open. That was what, Winter Cup game in open. And I mean honestly that wasn't too bad. I think like you're saying that your mids were a little weak, but the issue wasn't like specifically on you. It was more of a team thing where your entire team wasn't putting enough pressure for you to really do anything, and then you were also trying to rush things too fast because you're compensating with that. So like that last mid you had was really, really good because you waited and you just kind of baited the soldier's rockets and baited the soldier and didn't do anything, and you sat there for a good like 10 seconds. And then once the soldier like ignored you and decided it's not worth me shooting a roamer because it's a stupid thing to do, you immediately jumped on their demo, killed their demo, instantly killed their scout, and your team cleaned up because of that. So Gully Wash is very much a myth that like a roamer can't have a high impact unless the team is doing something. If the team's not doing anything, you're gonna feel super, super useless because you're gonna jump in and die, or you're gonna jump in and do absolutely nothing because there's no damage done. So it's kind of dependent on your team, unfortunately. But your mids weren't terrible. They felt bad for you probably because you were just like you either jumped in and died, or when you did jump in, there was nothing for you to shoot because it was already dead. Is it important to have at least one scout on last on all maps? Yes and no. Like, yes. In general, yes. It's just due to scout movement speed and everything like that, it allows you to actually push out a lot quicker and get your medic out onto the map a lot faster. You can double off class scout. I don't like it because pocket scout is such a powerful class. It's the strongest class in the game. So why remove that when you could just throw the roamer, which is like the worst class in sixes, onto any other off class, and he's pretty much just as effective on last. So if your team really wants to off class bow scouts, you can. I've never been a fan of it, and I don't recommend it. All right, who is next? 3-star, I think. Yes. Download your demo. Newcomer on roamer. You know what I should do? I should do this. You did lose. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here you are. Waiting for a buff, good. You probably don't need that second rocket there, just because, especially if your medic's not going to buff you, don't use that second rocket. Yeah. No, no. Your world is pain because you got destroyed by sticky spam. Yeah, so that second rocket going faster can be okay, but you need to make sure your medic buffs you, otherwise you get caught in situations like that, where you're waiting for arrows or waiting for a buff or something, and if you get spammed at all, life sucks because, oh, I'm jumping with 80 HP now. Uh-oh. What do I do as roamer? Nothing, because I don't count. We might hit Sierra, I guess. Yeah, holding here's fine. Usually your pocket wants to be here, but I don't know where your pocket is right now. It's even Ubers, why? Interesting double spam angle, actually. Where's your team holding? Okay. This is an interesting hold. I'm not quite sure about this one. Usually you want a scout. Like, usually pocket wants to be up here. Demo, like, either around this area or over in cheese. Medic around here as well. Scout playing here, and then you and your flank scout over here. Oh my god, you're running the shotgun roamer? That's an interesting hold. It's definitely an interesting hold. I'm not sure if I like it, but if your coach suggests it and if that's what he's got you guys working on, then I won't, I'll just go with it. But, the shotgun roamer. I hope we do unequip that thing. I mean, don't depress all the young roamers. That's just a fact of the matter. Roamers isn't a class. It kind of like, it exists, and that's all it does. Did we get rid of the shotgun? Okay, we got rid of the shotgun. Thank God. That explains why you're taking so much damage on mid. Yeah, yeah, that explains everything. Oh, messed up the jump. Okay, this team is also doing this hold. Have I missed something? Is the meta newcomer changing? Is the meta in TF2 changing? I don't understand. A very weird hold to me. High ground. Take high ground. You're a roamer. You're a soldier. Jump the high ground. I'm going in back for cheeky stuff like this. So this is okay, but you're also baiting your team extremely, extremely, extremely hard for no real reason. Like, getting in behind is a great meme as roamer, but that's also what it is. It's a great meme. It doesn't really help your team 99% of the time. And, like, during that fight, you went in behind, you hid, and you had effectively zero impact, right? You just kind of walked around and did nothing, and now you might die to a scout. So what you should have done is when you saw them coming in like that, you really should have jumped some high ground. And gotten up onto, either onto the log or onto their shack or something like that, so you could have some presence there, and just, like, stop them. Even if you die, it's probably better that you die and you don't let them get as deep than, like, them getting stupidly far into you guys and just causing chaos within your backline so you can't actually do anything. And you die to roamer. Or roamer trade? Roamer trade. There's a disad hold. I hope you guys push with this. It's almost 20 disad. Doesn't look like you're going to, though. Server lag. Doing something? Your scout's dying. Your scout's dead. And you're in now? Okay. They're also holding here. Interesting. You probably shouldn't have sacked when your scout died. Yeah, I mean, most new teams are indecisive. I'm not surprised about that at all. That's a very, very common thing. It's just, right? If you're looking through demos and you look at places that, oh, we could have done this, if you learn those things, it really helps you out. And you can actually, hopefully, recognize those situations in the future and go, oh, we could have done something last time, we should do something this time. Things are dying. I hope you see those stickies there above the door. I assume you do, which is why you're not pushing this, which is fine. Yeah.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
I was waiting for you to walk through and just die because he deads, like, randomly at that point in time.
Alert. Control point is being
But
contested.
you baited your team super hardcore there. Like, super, super, super hardcore. I'm not entirely sure why. You kind of just stood and saw for 15 seconds and while your team pushed mid. I know there are sticks there, but you can jump through them if you need to. And if you die, well, then the sticky trap is dead. So you don't need... Your team doesn't need to worry about it anymore. But the issue was, like, you saw the soldiers upper and saw, and you, like, shot rockets at him. And then your team ignored him and ran past him. And then things got in behind, and it was like your med plus 2 scouts versus their entire team surrounding them in every way, shape, and form. And you couldn't do anything about it because you're so far away. So not really sure why you waited so long to push that. If your team's pushing, just make sure that you're going to be... either you call that stuff's behind like that, or that you go and deal with it. And we hold. That scout is lagging. Holy crap. Soldier bombing. Nice shot. Soldier's dead. And now we push. And now we push. You should be rotating flank to help your scout. Why are we sitting here? Why? Like, why are we sitting there like that? We should go be upping our flank or doing something, right? There's no point for you to sit back there that entire time for literally nothing. Are you worried about backups? Okay, so you know that soldier saw you. Yeah. Committing to this is... Okay, scout will just eat your rocket. This should be a free point bomb for you, and you should be able to get huge damage on them. Or skip away, I guess? Got the pack at least. Yeah, instead of going for anything cheeky like skips or speed shots or something, I probably just would have flat bombed them and, like, unloaded all 3 rockets and died. Because at least you would have done a little bit more and maybe gotten a lucky rocket and killed their med, rather than, like, just whatever that was. I'm assuming you're tapped out. Hey, this reload's much better now that you don't have shotgun for some reason. Who would have thunk? Shotgun on mid on roamer is bad. Okay, get your arrow, we're rebombing. Bombing across point, into them. I like this. Pressure. Your lag saved you. Good. Rebomb. Nice. Nice shot. I don't know if you should have gone for the medic there. In general, I like to kill demos or scouts on mid rather than a medic. But, you know what? You killed everything, so it doesn't matter. Everything died.
Control point is being contested.
You shouldn't have done the second rocket. Yeah, that second rocket where you skipped off the house. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. If we're going back to, like, last round.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
It was a good mid, though.
We have secured the control point.
Oh, is this a stalemate? Nah, stalemate. Oh, your med died. Wait, hold up. You killed their med. How is your med at Why is your med at 70 and why is your med at 100? What is going on here? Did your med get forced? Or med just die super, super, super late? I don't understand. Oh wait, no, sorry. Why did I think you were blue? You're red. I'm stupid. Yeah. Okay. So my question is, why'd you wait so long to push in? You let them get like 70%. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Duh. That makes more sense. I don't know why I thought you were blue. Where are we going? Lower? High ground. Okay, good. Well, that sucks. You're probably not getting an arrow here. Don't expect it. Okay, your med shouldn't have arrowed you there. You should have went and found a pack. Oh, you did so much damage with their demo. Please tell me their demo dies. Their demo is an absolute madman. He jumped high ground with like 30 HP. He has some good rockets. Uber exchange. Leapfrog, your team wins that. Going out. 20 to said. They're not building though. Scout's hiding lower. Just kind of baiting this. They have the long shoot man and a heavy. Perfect. Okay, I'm assuming that you saw that dot and you're calling that. So I just hope you did. Your entire team should be aware of the long shoot man right now. You seem to be, so good. Or maybe you weren't. You definitely took a double take there. Oh, or you're suiciding to go spy back cap. That is also a thing. Okay, I was gonna say, like, what? Okay. I was gonna be very mad if you got a kill there, because that was... I like your team's aggression off this. I really like that. Distraction spy. Force their med. Oh, your med died though. Shame.
Alert. Our last control point is being
You
captured.
still win though, do you?
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
Are you throwing your life away? Don't throw your life away. No, don't do it. Okay, good. This is the right call. Fucking hate the barrels.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Their scouts missed everything on you. No, I don't think you should have gone through lower. You were the only one up at that point. You wouldn't have gotten anything on point. You just would have suicided. It wouldn't have been worth it. It was totally fine that you backed off like that. Or you mean on spy? Yeah. I mean, maybe? Yeah, I don't play spy so much, so going through lore probably would have been better, but I don't know if anything would have changed, right? Spy's really hard to... You never know. Sometimes you can do what you do, or what you just did, and walk in and face stab 3 things, and hello, I killed their med because I walked at them. And then other times it's never gonna happen, so it's kind of a crapshoot. Oh, you died. Don't drop this med.
Alert. Our control point
Yeah,
is being...
that sucks.
The control point is being captured.
I mean, it's good for you. It sucks for them.
We have secured.
X-Spawn, we go. That scout is warping? Holy crap, nice rocket. That should be a dead heavy. Nice. Nice picks. Nice. I really like what you did there. That was good. And then you win. I think that last was literally just DM. You missed some rockets. And other than that, that was good. Not the jumps. Not the jumps! Oh my god, and the lag. Yeah. Okay, well, your med kind of, like, doesn't really suck too much. Yeah, don't shoot med first thing on mid. Or you die like that. You should be shooting demo or scout or, like, anything else. How did it get black outline on crosshair? That is a very good question. I don't know. My config's literally 10 years old, so who knows? TF2 wizardry? I actually don't know. It's some setting I have in some config somewhere from like 8 years ago. This is good. Killed the scout. Well, you didn't, but you assisted. Yeah, on mids, don't shoot the med. First thing. That is very, very bad. That's like number 2 on the list of roamer sins. That was an interesting rocket. He walked into it backwards and he died. You have good rockets though. Like you've been hitting a lot of really nice shots. But yeah, anyways, on that mid, don't shoot the medic. That's very, very bad. Get into a position to spam things, or if you want to bomb in like that, look for the demo or scouts. They're all way more valuable than a med that early. Killing the med that early is usually a bad thing as well, because if you kill their med instantly, what does the rest of the team do? The rest of their team usually will just press W into you, trying to kill your med, and that it's not uncommon for that to just lead to an absolute like failure cascade of your team, where everybody just dies because their team is pressing W and doesn't give a single shit in the world. So you have to be really careful when you do that. Even Ubers, what do we do with this? Stalemate? We need stalemate. Kill a scout. Heroes. Hope you're not sacking. Okay, you're not. Do we know there's a scantry? I think we know there's a scantry. I hope we know there's a scantry. There's stickies. Free scout? Aw, close. Getting packs, 0 HP, this is fine. Good that you're checking the hiding spots. Nice rocket. Nice rockets. Oh no! Oh, that's a real shame. So, you did everything right there. What you did was good. I don't know what your combo did, but apparently they died. So, there wasn't anything that you could really change there. Unfortunately. Alright. How much time was left on this? 10 minutes. Juggles. Ah, you're caught behind. Not much you could do there.
Our control point is being captured.
How many specs? Oh my god, there's 7 specs? What is going on? Alright. Yeah, no problem. Have a good rest of your day. HP. Yeah, jump to high ground. Jump up. Ah, don't fall. Okay. Ooh, the T-Rex hiding spot. Let's go. this doesn't often work, but it is actually a really good spot. Unless the demo knows. The demo totally knows. Oh no! Your life sucks now. Oh, you got out. Don't ask your med to, yeah. Don't ask, if you're in a situation like that, don't ask your med to arrow you. Just assume that you're gonna be dead. Because it's really gonna put your med in a bad position if he tries to come and arrow you. Like, you're just a roamer. It's okay if you die.
The control point is being captured.
Laggy, laggy, lag. Nice rockets. Reload the rockets. Ooh. Ooh, that was a nice spike by the demo. Assuming, yeah, this is probably the last round for 5 minutes.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
We're going with this. Ooh, you beefed your jump. And you're shooting the medic again. Don't shoot the medic! There was 2 soldiers right below you! Don't shoot the med! I hope their med dies now. Their med does die. To all you roamers out there, any other roamers watching, don't shoot the med. Don't tunnel vision med like that on mid. It's bad. Bad, 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 bad.
We have captured the control point. Alert.
There's 2 free soldier kills for you, and you decided to shoot the medic who was halfway across the map.
We have captured the control point.
Maybe lower again. Ooh, free soldier. Please. Well, that was cheeky as fuck. Got what you deserve for jumping into a heavy, but that was cheeky as fuck. I really like that. Honestly, you probably just could have killed the soldier and it would have been okay. But I like the attempt. I like the balls. You tried something. And now we're going spy again. No, no, not Spee. That, okay, you butter knifed him. And then died. I mean, you killed the demo, so you had some impact, I guess, but... Yeah, I'm not a fan of Spee off class. Like, it's a decent class, but... And, like, you can get things done. I'm not the biggest fan of it, though.
Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert. The control point is being captured.
Good, good. Yes, eat those rockets. Good, you're taking high ground. I like this. Spam, spam, spam. You guys push. You get... Yeah. Rollers.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Yeah, it looks like you guys know there's only like 30 seconds left. Team's panicking a little bit, trying to push things, get that win. Yeah, 2-1. 1-0. That's a shame. No, it was a good roamer game though. You played well. Except for mids. Don't shoot the medic. Bad. Need to electroshock therapy or something. Bad, 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 bad. But other than that, no, you played very, very well. You had some really, really good rockets on scouts and soldiers and just everything in general. Your rockets were really solid. Anyways, who are we going to next? SOUPCAN. Oh boy, is that 3 separate demos? 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're halves. I don't understand this half system. Why is it 3 halves of 2? Okay, whatever. Oh, it's product. That's why. I'm just gonna watch the first one, and if I need to go over the other 2, I will do that after. But first one for now. Rename. Yeah, first half was priority. Okay, I will definitely do the first half. You were... What, your open demo, or what level do you play? Open? Okay. Where is my domain? Here. Okay.
4, 3, 2.
Let's watch more Viaduct. Best map in the game. Okay, good everybody sticks. Like reposition them. Yeah, so when you roll out fast like that, it's okay to do. You really need to make sure your medic knows where you're going to be, and you need to make sure you know where, or your med knows, yeah. You know where the med is, and the med knows where you are, because you need the early heals like that. Otherwise, you have the chance of a roamer jumping in like that and just destroying you. Good pipes. This is fine. Other than getting almost insta-mulched on mid, it was okay. Like, you had to back off and your team just kind of followed up on stuff. You have stickies. Okay, there we go. You're finally setting a trap. Yeah, you have sticks and there was just nothing set. So... Spam is fine. So they know your sticks are there. Nice. Okay, good. I was gonna say you should probably jump forward. This is correct. Now you need to leave. Good, 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 good. Oh god. Your scout saved your ass there. Holy crap. Repick? Oh, you should have just used another stick! Don't go for the pipes, just use your sticks! Okay, they have a spee. You don't know they have a spee, so that's fine. I haven't seen anything too glaring right now. Other than, like, not using your pipes. Spy's dead, nice. Nice. I love the fact that you're keeping tabs on your sticks and actually looking forward. That is great, that's exactly what you need to do. If stuff gets in behind, it is your team's job to fix it, not yours. So, well done. I know so many demos that would have tunnel visioned the thing that was on your medic and the rest of your team, and you just, no, you need to look forward. That was very correct. So you should probably start to think about varying your traps, like put it on China or something like that, or on balcony, because you've killed some things with those traps now, and yeah, now they're getting wise to them, so they're not going to be, like, using that direction anymore. So if you want to get kills, look for some more cheeky places to put traps, or if you just don't want people going there, that's also fine. It just depends on what you want to focus on. But if you're like, just don't perpetually reuse traps every single time. You do need, as demo, you do need to spice things up a little bit. Good sticks, and then you get counter-sticked because you've kind of pushed with 0 HP. That was your first death, though. Man, your med's having a rough game. Your scouts are destroying, though, so that's good. And I guess your Roma? Rocket. Something. Rip pocket. Ooh, nice pipe. I really like your target priority. It's so nice to see you not tunnel visioning on like things that are getting in behind. Like you're very much focused on what you need to be focused on, which is super nice. Okay, your medic did not need to flash you, but that's a medic thing. The cheeky taunt. This is fine. Sticks. For scout. Nice. You're not getting sticks. Good. I like it. Honestly, you're playing really well. I don't know if that scout's lagged out or what's going on with that, but okay. He's just sitting there baiting. Oh, that's really unfortunate. It wasn't anything you could really do, though. That scout really just sit behind that plank the entire time? What the hell happened? Bizarre. Anyways, unfortunately you couldn't really do anything with that bomber. That was very much on, like, their roamer just making a good play when you guys were distracted. But, like, I'm really liking your target priority, how you're throwing sticks out, you're not insta-deading on stuff. You need to change up your traps. Definitely need to change up your traps, because you've put like 9 traps down, and they've been the exact same trap every single time. So, just think about that. Get creative with your sticks. Yeah, don't try to push that when there's a demo there. That's asking to die. Good forethought. Not sure about the sniper in this situation. Sniper is good on Viaduct, but only when you're holding the point. Pushing out with sniper is, like, really, really hard because all the angles are so garbage. Unless you can get, like, insta headshots on stuff, it's very, very difficult. I guess we just build. You just build. One of your scouts or roamers, someone's gonna have to suicide through there. You know there's sticks. Now, guess you're going main. That's also an option. This is fine. Good. I'm not the biggest fan of jumping a demo up there like that because it's liable to get you insta-killed if there's a scout there. But it worked out because the rest of your team pressured at the same time, so I'll take it. You just need to be careful about that. Jumping as demo can be super effective. Oh, they have a sniper. Jumping as demo can be super effective, but you have to pay attention to, like, when you're doing it and know that when you do it, there's a good chance that, like, if it's a stupid jump, you're just gonna explode. Honestly, I feel like you could use your sticks more in these situations. Like, you only have 3 sticks on the ground, or I guess 4 sticks there, but that trap's not going to kill anything. So instead of spamming pipes there, you probably could have launched 2 or 3 sticks into them and done way more damage. Right, there's no point in not using sticks right now because the traps aren't like, it's never going to kill anybody. So just think about that as well when to swap weapons. Like, pipes are good, but sticks are better. So if you have a trap up that's going to kill people and, like, is actually useful, and I'm just going to eat my words because that demo jumped directly into it. I don't understand, but okay. Most of the time, you should be using sticks there because that trap is never going to kill anybody. But it works, I guess. HP. Oh, that didn't get anything. That sucks. It's really close, though. Scout free demo. Shoot the thing. You lived somehow. That scout missed everything, and your scout just kills everything else. You got luck.
Control point.
I like the idea. I don't like it in practice though, because you tried to 1v3 with a demo alone, which, like, you got balls. That's all I can say. It's not the smartest thing to do.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this is probably because you're winning. This is, you said, you lost the first half but won 4 in a row after blue. So this probably isn't your loss, is it? No, it's not. Ah, you gave the demos to me backwards. Okay, I will download your loss then and take a look, because this was actually good. I didn't see anything like any super major problems with it. Your target prioritization was really good. The fact that you were like not tunnel visioning on things that were like you were doing your job as a demo man. The only issue is you were very focused on singular traps and like that one trap, and I ate my words, but like you probably should have been stickying the things instead of piping when that trap just had 4 sticks randomly lying on the ground, because realistically nothing should die to that, but something did. So let's do this. Yeah, this is the one where you lose 2 in a row. So let's see if anything changes here. Yeah, I can show you some traps here. Nice fight. Actually, here, let's do that. Hopefully this doesn't crash my game. Oh, game's crashing. No, there we go. Map, what is it? CP, no. Koth underscore, is it Pro? Is it RCX? I think it's RCX, I don't know. Demo man traps. Demo man. Demo man traps on this map. So you very obviously, I mean, there's this one. Other traps you can do, right, if you want to place more aggressive traps, this works really well. This can catch people out because nobody expects a trap to be that far forward most of the time. You can place stuff here. This one's a little bit iffy, but if you get scouts who like to jump through, it'll det and kill them. A medic just walking through, I think you need 5 or 6 stickies to kill a medic, because the blast radius doesn't fully hit, but like stuff here, this can be really, really good to trap. If you want to move your traps forward, you can put things like right behind here around this corner. Right, just get people walking around, they insta die because you dead on them. Other traps, if you want to move to the other side, right, you can always trap like along here, stuff can't get in there then. This is a really, really cheeky trap in general, because like people, if there's a roamer or something there, people won't want to walk up here ever, so it really locks down the area really, really well. If you want to get really aggressive, of course you got all the traps in here and on the other side, right? So there's a lot of places that you can put traps as demo man on this map, just because there's so many overhangs and like stupid little corners that people have to go around all the time. So instead of just focusing here, like this can be good, but think of like, oh, people usually push from like this direction, and I put traps here, right? Well, that kills somebody. I've had it kill people, right? Stuff like this. This will definitely have people die to it. If you want to get really aggressive, right, just around corners like this, you can kill people anywhere with traps on this map. So just think of it like in that way, like where can I put them to be most annoying Like, these are good traps. These can be super annoying. It's just, it doesn't, like, after a while, if that's all you do the entire game, it's like, well, we know this is trapped, so the team will go, like, if they're smart about it, they'll go anywhere else but here, which can be a good thing, because it'll funnel them into other areas, but it's not great for, like, being a demo man and killing things with traps. So, if you want to trap stuff off to make them avoid the area, you can just do it over and over again, that's fine. But if you actually want to be, like, effective damage-wise with them, just try to think of, like, more creative areas to put traps in. I don't know if this still works. No, okay, that's clipped off. But there's a whole bunch of areas you can put stuff in, right? If you want to get, like, really aggressive. Stuff like that, or whatever. Alright.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Medic!
I really like that you're just putting traps out and not actually deading them. That is the most infuriating thing to play against. It's great. Roamer, just steal your ammo. Nailed that for that. The dead. Ooh, Roamer got in somehow. Forced you. This is really awkward now. He just kind of walked under the trap. So, in situations like that, don't be afraid to put traps down and det them before the Uber is done. Because, right, if you want to disrupt their movement or something like that, you will, like, you'll just send them straight up in the air. Or send them pushed backwards with the explosive pushback. So, in that situation, when they were running away, instead of waiting for the Uber to fade to get damage, you probably should have just put the two sticks down behind them and det the second they walked over top and send them flying, either like just flying into the air and just stall their movement, because it kind of put you in an awkward situation where you were, well, you tried to walk into them and there was like 3 of them on top of you suddenly, and there was no separation at all. That scout was dumb. Don't know why he would run out of demo man in that situation. Nice pipes.
Alert. The control point is being captured. We have captured the control point.
That's a speed. One pipe, nice. Checking back, good. If I dies. He killed your Roamer, it looks like? Roamer pocket. One of your soldiers. Nice. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, so, okay, you were a little bit late there, but that was the idea I was talking about, right? You wanted to send the medic, like, instead of up and back, preferably up and towards your team. So just work on dead timings and stuff like that. That was a terrible pipe. You're, like, 3 people ate 1 pipe. Stalemate? You lose this? I downloaded the right demo? Ah, 2 HP and you're dead. Pyro? Oh, they have Pyro. Interesting. What do we do about this? Do we just feed the Pyro projectiles? Because that is the wrong answer, but why do I get the feeling that might happen? Oh, we counter the pyro with a pyro of our own. Okay. Oh no. Ah, so that's why you put the stickies there the second round. Because you learned. Good. Good, good, good.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Okay, you probably could have died there if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you could have died walking through that. So just be careful when you see a demo man like that. There's a good chance there's a trap there. Yeah, Pyro v Pyro on fucking Viaduct. These are some amazing memes. Okay, good, you swapped off. I don't know why you would ever go Pyro on this map. Well, I guess because it kills people, but like this is one of the strongest Scout maps in the game, and Scout absolutely destroys Pyro, so you know, some questionable ideas there, but whatever. Don't feed the Pyro projectiles, please. Stickies are fine because they're not really projectiles, but don't feed the Pyro pipes or rockets ever. You know, let's do a Pyro. It feels bad. So yeah, if they have a Pyro like that, honestly what you need to do is you just need to make sure your Scouts play around your medic, buff your Scouts up, and just like WM1 into the Pyro and kill him. And yeah, you got cut out. That's what I went back to saying on the first round, is if you're double sticking like that, you need to be real careful about where you land, and like make sure your medic knows, so you can get heals soon enough, otherwise you will just explode like that. And do absolutely nothing on mid. Somebody wasn't doing their job. Not you, but like your flank was not paying attention to where things were coming in from, so that sucks.
We have secured the control point. Alert. The control point is being contested. We have lost control point.
How are we dealing with this? 6, good. I don't know if you det. Okay, yeah, you det really late there. You probably could have det when you had 2 or 3 on the point there and gotten at least 1 kill. But I'm not sure if you knew there was things like on your sticks or not. Ooh, risky. Very, very risky. For that exact reason. Yeah, now you're all gonna die. You need to be real careful when you jump like that, because especially if there's someone behind like that, you're going to put yourself in a position where you might be a solo demo jumping into 5 of them, which is, not preferable for a demo man. You will die. I think you just got lucky because they didn't pressure you, but that soldier needs to be taken care of before you can get aggressive like that, I think. Unless you're like 4-man sacking or something, but you weren't because you 6-man pushed through that, so you need to be real careful with your jumps. Like, you have the right idea, it's just you need to work on your timing a little bit and like where you're gonna land or who's going with you with those jumps. Counter sniping the sniper. Okay, well there's obviously sticks there. So, okay, well now you can't go out because everything's dying. You guys should be 4-man sacking. Actually, you don't even, no, they're med popped. That is 40, 70.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Team getting on point. So that was a situation where you probably could have jumped. Excuse me? Okay. Very confused by that. Anyways, that was one of those situations where your team was fighting on point. You probably could have jumped to point to help them instead of doing whatever the hell that was. Apparently people don't have eyes. That was an experience, but so yeah, in general, you just need to be careful. Well, like as I said before, traps. Watch you're putting traps. And in those situations, be careful where you're jumping. Like jumping demo man can be really good, but it can also be a double-edged sword where you jump to your death, and then it feels really bad because your demo just decided to go in suicide for no good reason. All right. Is JJ here? I don't know if he is.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Ready?
1.
Last one alive! Lock it on! Let's get him! Thanks, Doc!
Control point enabled. Alert. The control point is being captured. Point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert. The control point is being contested.
Come here, pumpkin! Thanks, Doc.
We have lost the control point.
Am I speaking? Yes, I am. Sorry about that. My mic was muted. Fuck. Anyways, as I was saying, rewind a little bit. Instead of going out left, you guys should be going out right. Because low ground is bad in general, and when you go out right like that, you're just pretty much stuck on low ground. So if you go, at least if you go out left, you can take the high ground that is cliff, and that will give you better, like a better area to work with. Also, as I was talking about before, because I was muted and you never heard, but I was saying that when you're looking at where to stand on pushes and stuff like that, or where to take space. As a pocket soldier, you want to take high ground as much as you can. So you want to be able to move, like, take high ground in a way that'll allow your team to move up behind you. And I'm not sure, you're kind of playing like a roamer, because you're very much playing on the flank. Like, usually on this map, left is considered the flank, whereas main and right is considered like the main area. So I'm not quite sure why you're being dragged so left so much. Maybe it's because there's health packs, or you're familiar with it or something like that, but just keep that in mind. So like you like, this is the roamer area. You don't want to be here. You want to be sitting like up where your other soldier's sitting, actually. Like your position should be swapped right now. Yeah, so... yeah, stay out of the super, you don't want to be in it. I don't know about jumping back this far. I guess you just totally bail. Probably didn't need to totally bail, you guys probably could have fought that. Instead of Ubering super late like that, you could have gone into them, or just met their Uber. But, yeah, you guys need to be playing right a lot more. Like, as a combo, and as, yeah, your combo needs to be playing right. That's honestly your biggest issue right now, is everything is thrown out of whack just because you're playing weird positions. Free kills. So my question is, how much do you communicate with your medic as Pocket when you're not necessarily calling, but are you communicating your position to where your medic, or where you are in relation to your medic? Like, are you calling, like, I'm on cliffs, or I'm left pack, or I'm main, or anything like that? Because, like, it feels like you two aren't playing as a combo, you're playing very, very disconnected. So yeah, this is good. Yeah, so as a Pocket, you should be calling a lot more frequently, not when you need an arrow, but like, when your medic's not with you, you should be like, on Koth, yeah. So you should like, the rules of Koth don't really change much. Like, the way the formats, Night Rocket, the way the formats are played, like, it doesn't really change much from 5CP. If your medic's not with you, you still need to be calling, like, where's our medic? Because you still need to act like a combo. Like, the combo still does exist to some extent. So, just, like, having you giving your medic a good idea of where you're playing, helps your medic kind of anchor himself around, okay, like, where's my entire team? Right? Because you're not, like, Pocket is... well, you're a soldier on Koth, so you're not amazing, but you're also not, like, totally throwaway like a roamer. You can still actually do things, and you're still kind of useful. So yeah, now you're in the right position. Your medic, I don't know why your medic's playing there. Your medic should be playing with you. So yeah, in that situation, that's one of those things. Like, you need to call to your medic to be like, yeah, I'm on top of a cliff. You need to be over here. Communication. Very, very important for a combo. Yeah, so it is true, like, you are more of a roamer on Koth than on any other map, but you're not a second roamer. You're still a Pocket to some extent, and there's still things that you need to do, right? So don't throw, like, all of your Pocket tendencies out the window. It's not like, oh, I'm totally a roamer, I don't need heals, I don't need to do anything. It's more like, okay, I don't need to, you're not the one totally focused, like, you're not the one who's totally leading everything anymore, but you're still going to be around the medic to play that, like, protector, defender role, so you still need to exist in that capacity. Forward holds. Yeah, you build. Real far, that's okay. Oh god, your team is... Yeah. And that's one of those things, if you guys... If your team backed up to where you were, that wouldn't have happened. So like, you staying on rock and on cliff here, this is correct. But you need to communicate to your team that that's where you're going to be. Because that's who they need to default back to. Eat the pipes.
Mission alert. The control point is being captured. We have lost the control point.
Yeah, and so that was one of those situations where your medic lived because you were there playing with them.
We have secured the control point.
Yeah, so like this is proper holding, much better than like doing the weird left-right split. That doesn't really make sense, and your medic's defaulting back. Yeah, so like where you are is fine. It's just you need to, again, just let your team know that that's what you need to do. Because everybody's falling to this weird, like, left-hand side hold for some reason, and that's just bad because that's all low ground.
Alert. The control point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert. Our control point is being captured. We have captured the control point.
So you probably could have taken a little bit more of an aggressive position in this. Ooh, something got in behind on your medic.
The control point
That
is
sucks.
being captured. Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. We have lost the control point. Mission ends in 60 seconds.
The deaths.
Mission ends in 30 seconds. Mission ends.
Scott mulches you. That's a shame. So yeah, playing as more of a roamer on Koth is fine. And playing a lot longer leash is fine. I mean, you need to because scouts need more heals. But totally abandoning your med like you did a couple times there, and just like not playing around them at all is not fine. And there was a couple times where your med died just because like you weren't there, or I guess you were there, but you weren't. They weren't in the proper position in relation to you. Like when you were holding a couple of those cliffside holds, that's good. You were good to be there, but the rest of your team wasn't playing around that like at all. So then there's no point in you being there because everything's just bombing into your medic and combo and killing them anyways. So yeah, just make sure you communicate that. Like let your med know where you're gonna be. You can play longer leash, but you're still kind of like the medic's fallback point to some extent of, okay, we're holding here because my pocket's here, not like on the other side of the map. All right. And I have a feeling second half. Sure, let's watch the second half. This one you go off a lot more, it seems. 8 and 6 versus 16 and 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see what changes here. Okay, well good. You immediately fixed the other issue I had on your other mids where you immediately took high ground. So, this is correct.
4, 3,
Your med still likes to play... Okay, your med transitioned over to right side, which is good. And you're back left. And you die because you're back left. So, I just want to say this, like... Can you understand why being, like, left side is so much worse than right side? Right? Because if you look at, like, just the terrain, like, that's literally one of the lowest points on the map. And that's an absolute pit. And when you're in there as a team or as a medic, right, there's ground. And then, oh, look, there's more ground in the form of vertical walls. And there's more ground up here. There's ground here. There's no way to get out of here. Whereas, like, if your team's here, like, as a medic or as scouts or anything like that, like, it's open, right? They're, like, if you get pushed back, it's kind of shitty to get pushed back into this area, but you can, like, there's stuff that you can do, right? You can surf forward, back, you can surf up onto the cliff, and you also have a soldier sitting here who's going to be shooting down for, like, from here, it's going to be, like, 60 to 80 damage, rather than over here, where it's like, oh, you're doing 40 damage. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's just as a team, this isn't like, your position is good, this is where you should be, but you need to let your team know to pull everything this way instead of sitting over here, because only thing that should exist on concrete over here is like your roamer and a scout, and your scout should be like here and your roamer can be pulling back over here. Like, this is essentially a death area for anything else, minus specific pushes, but in general you don't want to go over there. You'll have a bad time like your combo just did. Nice rocket on the med. I like that you tried for that.
We have secured the control point. Alert. The control point has been captured. We have lost control point.
Viaduct, hold things. Yeah, get him off there. He doesn't, that's not his bot. I hope you see those sticks that are up there, so I'm assuming you don't jump. Okay, so you're dead. That kind of sucks that nobody supported your demo man. So when your demo man jumped down there, you probably wanted to jump up onto that rock to support your demo, because your demo was, well, he was putting himself out in a situation like that where, like, he can just get ran at, which is exactly what happened. So if your demo's going to be aggressive, you need to support him.
The control point is being captured. We have captured the control point. Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Well played. I got both soldiers up here. That's a little less than good. Oh, I hate this concrete hole. Oh my god, you guys are asking to die. Oh, you died.
Our control point. We have lost the control point.
No crits though. You should know they're on crits, so that should be a free Uber push for you. Like, super easy. They can't do anything about it. I guess your armor dies. You're going to scout, and you can't do anything. Rip.
Alert. The control point is being captured. Alert. The control point
Yeah,
is being
that
contested.
sucks. You kind of just ate a whole bunch of really bad damage, and because you did, you couldn't contribute at all, which sucks. Welcome to
We have secured the
welcome to Soldier. Okay, this is more of a default pull. This is better. Everything is like the way it should be now. It took 3 rounds to get here, but yeah, this is a much better hold. This is how you guys should be holding all the time. but your Met still likes to default into the pit of death for some reason. I don't know why. So honestly, that's probably a position you could have probably jumped them if you wanted to. Like if you know they're gonna be pushing in like that, you can jump them. If your roamer's not gonna jump and you're in that high ground position, you can jump them and force them early. You might die for it, but getting an early force might be worth it. So you can consider that. Oh, that scout died. And there's a soldier. Yeah, you want heals right now? I don't totally disagree with this. Honestly, if you got an arrow, jumping into them would probably be better than bailing like that, but, you know, you had like 80 HP, so I understand. This is a good position. I love this position. Nice early pop, and now you bail. Yep, perfect. They should get nothing done with this. Okay, I guess they killed both soldiers, which isn't great, but you guys should be able to clean up off this. Alright, there's no reason your team doesn't win this. I guess your team doesn't win this. That hurts. Nice. Nice. So honestly, this is why you're winning these 2 rounds, and this is why you've lost the first 2 rounds, is because you're taking high ground. Like, that is unironically it. Like, you're taking high ground way more effectively than you were the first couple rounds, and you're doing so much more because of it. Like, you just have so much more map presence, and that shows in your stats, because this second half you went 16-5, and first half you went 8-6. So there is a noticeable difference there. Ah, you need to yell at your medic. Your medic likes the pit of death way too much. It's not good. This map's already hard enough for medics. Don't make it harder on yourself. Why are you doing this? Nice kill. Ah! Okay, you got super lucky by getting that pack there.
Our control point is being captured. We have secured the control point. Alert.
There are sticks in the clip that you glossed over. Not bad. Yeah, and I think most of this is just cleanup now. You die. A little bit aggressive there. Okay, I have full Uber. I'm agreeing with this. 30 ad? 25 ad? Oh, there's sticks. Oh, you're so lucky he did det. You're so lucky he didn't det. Yeah, so again, when you see that your demo getting that aggressive, like your scout kind of saved him that time, but when your demo drops down like that, you need to get in front of him, or you need to get on above him on that rock. Just sitting back on that hut is asking for a scout to just run in at your demo and 2-shot him. High ground, meme spoon. Oh, you're out of ammo. Sad days. Yeah, just make sure you get ammo. It's good, you forced them. It's okay. Yeah, I needed an ammo anyway, so it makes sense. Oh, did you pop as well? I think you had 20, 30 out. Interesting. I was not aware that you popped. This is good. Oh, why are we going for the meme spoon? Don't do the meme spoon. So yes, it does look cool, and like Meme Spoon is a great meme, but in general, especially on Pocket, it's probably best if you don't use it. I know there are people who do. It's just, in general, actively trying to go for the Meme Spoon, unless it's like a dire situation, is not good. Your rockets will usually do more damage. On average, over time, your rockets will do more damage. 300 damage versus a, what is it, 195? Or no, crit. What's a crit? 200? 300? I don't know. Whatever a crit is. Like, the 300 damage is, over time, is a lot more reliable, because you're not going to hit every single screen. You're going to miss probably the majority of them. Ooh, really good rock on the demo. Yeah, 195. So, just think about that when you're going for, like, those damage calculate, like, to some, like, it's a little bit more than you need to, but, like, those damage calculations like that are important to think about, right? Because 3 rockets at 100 damage each, that's 300 damage, or... And most of that is probably guaranteed damage, versus the spoon is like, you might hit like 20% of them. So, it's not actually 195 damage, it's like real, if you average it out, it's actually like 40 damage. So, just be careful about that.
Mission ends in 30.
Although you've been good, I haven't seen you go for a whole bunch, that was the only one. It's just, yeah, just thought I'd mention. And that sucks. Scout lived with like 10 HP. And you win. Yeah, so, the reason you won that second half, not the first half, is you took high ground, and your team played around you more. That's literally it. Like, that, very, very simple. So, even though on Koth, you do play more of a roamer, and you do play longer leash, you still need to, like, do pocket things, and that you need to protect your medic and be in places where you can react to what's going on, instead of just, like, suiciding and doing roamer memes all the time. Alright. Is Mello here? I'm gonna ping Mello in the Discord. If Mello is not here... Oh. Okay, they are here. Perfect. I will do the last demo then, which is a medic demo. Perfect. Let's go medic. Hold up. Oh, that's why I was confused. He's playing JJ's team. So I was very confused. I'm like, didn't I just do this team? What is going on? Okay, I understand. Interesting. This will be good from the other perspective, I guess. This you? Yeah, this is you. Okay. Let's watch the medic demo. I was very, very, very confused for a second. I'm like, what's going on? Alright. Good. You should be, buff your demo earlier if you can. Didn't need to arrow him. He was not hurt. That soldier absolutely poops on you, but you get away. That was a good serve. Be careful. Yeah, you should be okay here. Go upper. Oh god. It begins.
We have lost the control point. Alert. The control point is being contested.
This is good.
We have secured the
No problems. Just doing medic things. Even Ubers. you're eating a lot of spam. You need to be really careful about that spam angle, because that cannon will kill you. If you're going back like this, yell at your scout. Like, you need to yell at your pocket scout to chariot you. Otherwise, it just takes too long and you're out of the fight for too long. So if you ever want to go back for anything like that, make sure you get somebody, like, specifically your scout, to run you back there. It's a minor thing, but it sounds like a relatively minor thing, but it actually makes a massive difference. Because, like, they pushed in when you weren't there, and your soldier was at really low health. Your soldier actually died because you weren't able to give buffs quick enough because you're getting the health back. Like, if you were gone for like 3 or 4 seconds less, that soldier probably would have lived, and you probably could have contested a lot farther forward. Yeah, I'll mention anything for your, like, the rest of your team if I notice it. Again, I don't know why people are holding concrete. Like, what is this? Why do we do this? Why are we holding concrete? This is big no-no. So there's advice to your entire team. Don't hold concrete. Bad. Nice, you saw that, Romer. Ooh, he eats the fucking rockets hard. Yeah, Uber. You should be able to push this. It should be easy. Yeah, you can go Cliff if you want, or main. Up to you guys. How are we pushing this? Cliff? So you waited for a really long time. You need to, you guys need to be more, especially on Koth, just aware of spawn timers, because they were down 1 scout for like an extra 10 seconds that you had Uber and you could have pushed, but you decided not to. So it worked. Like, it was a good dry push, but keep number advantage and spawn timers in mind when you're playing Koth a lot, because you can definitely act on it, and that +1 or +2 advantage for 10 seconds can make all the difference in the world. Yeah, no, you can send demos still. Just go post them in the Demoreview chat in New Mix Discord. I'll probably do 1 or 2 more. I've been streaming for, it's only been 2.5 hours, so I can do a couple more hours if more people are around. Oh no, Demo got mulched. This is okay. Okay. I guess your scout just, like, 2-shot their med. Nice. Honestly, so their medic died and dropped Uber. This is a free Uber for you. You can just use the Uber. Like, don't try to hold this Uber. It's a free Uber. Alright, there's no reason to not use it. And you drop it because you're trying to hold it too long. If their med dies like that, feel free to pop the Uber into them, because what are they going to do about it? Fucking nothing. Like, they don't have Uber anymore. You can go kill them. If you ever want to pad your medic stats, the best chance to do it is when their medic drops Uber, because it's a free Uber for you. You can just pop it and there's no consequence. Well, I mean, you don't want to just pop it, obviously, but you understand what I mean. Like, you can use it in situations instead of holding it.
3, 2, 1. The point is now available for capture.
Demo got really, really aggressive, and your team did not support him very well, which sucks. You're also playing super, super far back, and you're kind of disconnected from your team because of that, so you could probably play a little more aggressive. Like, you haven't been touched at all. And I don't know if your demo would have lived or not, and then you just eat rockets and sticks. But just think about that. Like, you don't need to be playing that, like, quite this far back. It's just 6s. I have not played Highlander in about 9 years, so I don't know fuck all about Highlander right now. I'll grab you a... newbie.tf is where you want to go for the Discord and all the information. So yeah, it was an okay pop. I'm not the biggest fan of demo solo Ubers with no scouts in because, well, obviously you waddle and you walk very slow and nothing gets done. So it probably would have been better if you could have flashed a soldier in that Uber to get them into that fight, get them in behind, or with a scout to walk you forward as well. But, I mean, it was okay. Like, you just bullied them off, which worked. One thing I like is I definitely like how active you are with your mouse and your vision. Okay, here's your tryout. Yeah. Anyways, no, I really like how active you are with your vision. Like, you're not tunnel visioning on your heal target. You're actually looking at where things are going to be coming from and looking at the enemy instead, which is really, really good because that's probably the biggest issue with a lot of new medics. Is they tunnel vision their own heal targets and teammates, which is bad. I don't know if there'll be a VOD. I don't know if I have VOD set up, but I'm recording this, so I'll probably cut this up and paste it to YouTube or something like that, so I'll throw it into the VOD or demo review channel as well when I ever get that uploaded. Alright, I'll get to you. I got Claus to do first if he's still around, then I'll get to yours.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Ah, soldier! Oh no. And you're good.
We have lost the control point.
You going for 4-man? Everybody buffed, buff. Where's your roamer? Your roamer should be getting a buff. Okay. Well, now he ruined buff. So better get it resupplying. Yeah, okay. That was wonky. Your roamer messed up timings, but, you know, it's hopefully gonna work. Does it work? Well, of course, yeah, it works.
The control point is
Sack
being
successful,
contested.
did what you needed to do. Oh no. Okay, well, sad days for your pocket because your team was not coordinated enough on that one. So that was just like you not being on the same page with your pocket, or rather your pocket not being on the same page with its scouts. Because what the pocket did was fine, and I'm totally okay with that push. But everybody was a little bit slow, so he kind of just goes in and feeds. So, but it worked out for you guys because the rest of you blobbed up behind him, so like it's okay. But just keep that in mind for the future. If you want to push, make sure you're on the same page and like you're all pressing W instead of just like
Mission ends in
feeding.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Our control point is being captured.
Yeah, it's a dead demo. But I like the fact that you backed out. And how do we re-aggress with double scout? Ooh. Okay, you could have held.
Ends in
You
30
very, very,
seconds.
very much could have held Uber. You did not have to pop for that. Definitely the right play, but I'd say you popped probably about 6 or 7 seconds too early. There was no point to pop back in that corner for one scalp. But I definitely like the idea. Like, W plus M1ing into them with your Uber right after was the right call.
Mission ends in 30 seconds. Alert. Our control point is alert. The control point is being captured. We
No, you can't fear the scouts. See, like, gonna be honest, if you have 2 players around you, and you die, and you drop an Uber, that is literally everybody else's fault, because you should never die in that situation. So feel free to drop the Uber and yell at your team for being bad. That's what you gotta do on Medic. But your positioning is good. This is a good Uber. I really like this. Mulch them. Nice. Oh no! That could have been really bad. Round's not over until the round's over. Okay, go up and heal him. Okay, good. There we go. You're a little bit hesitant on the mids to aggress up with your team, but I mean that's kind of understandable. This map is a fucking madhouse for Medic, so I can get that. But I just think you could be nice serve. I just think you could be a touch more aggressive with your heals. I don't think. No, it's 2. I think this goes to 4 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think this goes to 4. Yeah, it goes to 4. So, second to last round. Ooh, we forward hold. I don't like that you were not looking at that. But you got out, so it works. 99%. Yeah, you need to get the pack. Oh, they canceled the 4th round? Oh, okay. Soldier skyboxes himself and lands on top of their medic. You're at the demo, this is fine. No need to pop. This is free point for you. Eat the damage. Nothing. It's Viaduct Medic when you're winning. Make sure you keep those buffs up, like both of your scouts are under 100. You should just be trying to make sure that they are always over 125 if possible on this map. But I mean, everybody's kind of eating damage and shit right now, so that's fine. And downtime, just keep track of buffs. I don't know why the other team didn't push. I guess they're just building, they didn't 4-man sack or anything like that. Armor trade. Soldiers coming in. Yeah, okay. Hold this. Yeah, okay, good pop. Yeah, this is fine. Nice, scouts with you. Good, 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 good. Not everybody went back. This was good. Now you go back. Correct. Nice. Oh no! Gotta listen to sound cues. You heard that soldier jumping, or you should have heard the soldier jumping.
Mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have lost control point.
Oh no! Sad days for scouts. Hey, get the trade though. Yeah, you should leave. Yeah, and that's just one thing with, like, TF2 has decent sound, but sometimes on some maps it can get kind of weird, so. Good, 4-man, like it. Fast forward through 4-man.
The control
Goes
point
to
is
building.
being tested.
I'm assuming they popped. And 2 things died, which is a really good 4-man. Oh, your scout dies really late. That's not great. Clear, everything's free. Should be free just to walk in. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say don't walk in main. That can be dangerous. What is their demo doing? Holy crap. This should be a free point for you. There's no way they can test this.
The control point is being alert. The control point is being
So in this situation, don't be afraid to pop. Again, don't be afraid to pop to save people. Because you know that they don't have Uber. Their demo literally just suicided into you. Why are you letting people die? There's no reason to. Right, holding the Uber doesn't do anything here.
We have secured the control for victors.
Especially when there's 1 second left on the clock, right? Minute 3. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, no, your med gameplay is actually really, really solid. I definitely like your target prioritization. You're not tunnel visioning on people. Your arrows are decent. You're not overusing them at all, which is one of the biggest issues with new meds. You could be playing your heals a little bit more aggressive on mids. Just getting heals out to more people rather than just sitting behind the rock with 1 or 2 people. But it's, I mean, no, your med's pretty solid. So is Claus around here? Perfect. Oh my god. It's something that's not Viaduct. What div are you playing, Claus? Overall team that you could work on. Make sure your pushes are better, so don't let your roamer and or pocket just suicide in 1 man like that, and then have everybody come in 5 seconds after he died going, whoops. So get on that same communication area. Other than that, I wasn't watching the rest of your team too much. Your positioning was good. There was the weird left hold, or concrete hold, which I don't know why the hell are people holding concrete? What is going on? Just don't go there. You only did it once, but still, once is too many. Don't. Bad. Other than that, I think it was you were pretty good. Make sure there's scouts and Ubers. Don't be afraid to yeah, you should hate it because it feels terrible because there's walls everywhere and ground. It's the worst. All right.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Where are you? Close? Is you? No, it's Cup. Okay. Scout Sunshine! Oh, it's finally a map that's not... Yeah, okay, Pocket Scout, good to know. Do we rotate quick enough? Probably could have shot that, but it's fine that you didn't. Okay, good early aggression. Okay, you need to not be on the belt. Your entire team needs to not be on that bell tower. They need to be rotating harder. You need to be getting heals from your medic and just kind of leading things around because, like, I don't know if you've been healed once all mid and you're suffering because of it. So, like, I like the fact that you're jumping in and out and, like, trying to get into them, but you need to make sure that your medic's with you. Otherwise, rip. Otherwise, yeah, like, you won't have very much impact. So, especially as pocket scout, like, you need to lead your team, like, around the area on this map in the rotation, but you need to, like, make sure you're buffed and make sure that you have heals and you're actually with your medic instead of, like, going off doing random scout things on mid. And we're setting up on last, scan-tree, and nothing else, I don't think? No. Yeah, this, realistically, if they push this, yeah, it should be a free point for them. Not quite sure why you ran over to the Uber thing. That's usually a bad idea, because, like, you kind of can't do damage to them, so the fact that you're there post-Uber is good, but running over that early is not good. You want to be in an area where you can stop people coming in from other areas, rather than, like, running into the thing that you can't do any damage to or do anything about. Get your full 185. Oh, that sucks. Demo's early. So you don't want to come back across like that. You would want to, like, this is good where you are now. And you'd want to make sure your medic's healing you here. So instead of, like, trying to run back across point, just make sure your medic latches onto you like this, yeah, and just keep rotating into them. That's kind of the secret to Sunshine, is just you need to over-rotate and rotate into them harder. So your team's kind of getting stuck there. You're kind of caught out, but I think it's going to work out because they are rotating, yeah. So, yeah, this is what you need to do on these mids. Oh, you missed that soldier. That's a shame. Hope it doesn't kill anything. Yeah, it worked out. So yeah, that was a much better mid in that their mid lived. Oh boy, this is awkward. Do you guys know that their med lived? Do you know that their med's behind you? Because if you do, this is a free round for you. Unbelievably free round. Yeah, okay, there's a scout going back. I don't know if you know exactly the deal, but this is like an insta-win. And they fed too? Please tell me you just push. Oh, please just push. Is that their med? Yeah, okay, you find your med. I'm so confused. Why was the medic there? Honestly, the push in this doesn't really matter at all because you're down 2 plus a med. Like, there's no reason for you to lose this. Yeah. Easy peasy.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Yeah, so you guys did not rotate, and that's why you died. You got stuck kind of in that valley grass area, and everything shot at you and killed you. So, yeah, that's a no-no area on this map. Just kind of sitting there is bad, because that's kind of what happens.
Alert. Our control point is being captured. We have lost the control point.
And we play a sentryman. What div do I play? Or are we going over? Right now this is newcomer. What div do I play? I don't play a div anymore. I haven't played like actual sixes in what? Probably 3 years? 2 years? I don't know, some shit like that. But I played Invite.
Thanks, Doc.
Good. I'm gonna rotate. Nice, getting into them. Okay, you're very aggressive here, and I don't know if you have team support. Yeah, so good that you backed off, but now that you have your team with you, you need to go into them. Oh no, you ran into it.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Yeah, so unfortunately, like, Sunshine mid's very much a mid where you need to be, like, all as on one, like, your team needs to be on the same page with rotating and how fast you need to move, because if you get ahead like that and the rest of your team's behind, like, you get unintentionally baited, and then you're put in a bad position, you have to come back, and then everything just gets fucked up because of that. So it's not so much like an individual thing that you can or can't do. It's like your entire team just needs to be able to do it, and just think about where we need to be. I like this. Oh, I don't like that. The idea was good. The demo was just better. Where do we go? This mid. Nice, that scout got meat shot. Good that you're backing off. You're not getting heals though, which sucks. And your team left. Team's leaving? Team left. Yeah, you get out now. Okay, well. That's just because they rotated into you, and I don't know why you're going back in. Yeah, that was very questionable. Why would you go back in there? Like, alone? I know your team was eventually coming through choke, but you need to kind of make sure that your team is through choke before you go in and 1v4 them. Scout's strong, but it's not quite that strong. But anyways, no. So on that mid is just like your entire team got caught on Tetris. You met on Tetris, and both their soldiers jump high ground. Cap points. We know what Uber just said. You're building. This is good. That should be a very early call. You should know. You should be bailing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't need to go in. You need to leave with your med. They popped. That's all you care about. Yeah, just build. No point to go back in. Yeah, you need to be a little bit more... If you have the Uber on you, don't worry about things behind as much. Just hold W into them. Because you need to get as far forward as you can with that Uber to get your med in as well, so he can flash your demo or soldier, who's ever in deeper and jumping. So like part of the reason that your soldier died there was because he went in deep and he didn't have any support from you or the med. It worked out, but you just kind of wasted a little bit too much time there instead of going like into them with the hard W. Oh no. Yeah, you do not want to eat damage like that before you push, because now everything sucks. Yeah. Yikes. you just need to be super careful about where you're playing. Like, if you know you're going to be pushing like that, make sure you're buffed before you go, and then also just be aware of spam angles like that, so you don't get, like, nuked down to 40 HP, and your other scout almost back caps. But I'm totally okay with you going back for that. Or going back for the med, rather. That was the right decision, rather than both trying to back cap, because 90% of the time that won't work. Or more than 90% of the time.
We have lost the control point.
Thanks, Doc.
And we build, and we do scout things.
The control point has been captured.
Your med was in super deep. Nice pick. That was a fight, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what happened, honestly. You kind of just got collapsed on, and like your med was in a really bad position, wasn't ready to back out, wasn't really healing you. Got two shot, but that was, yeah, that sucked. Building? Should be building. Okay, good. I mean, eat damage to build, I guess. Oh, is this crits? That's definitely crits. You guys moved way too slow. Way too slow. Yeah, okay. If you guys are on crits, you need to start moving for a push when you're at, like, 70%. Not when you're at 95%. This is good. I like this.
Our control point is being captured.
Apparently they just don't care.
Secure the control point.
Okay. I mean, okay, it works, I guess.
Alert. The control point is being
That was,
contested.
interesting. Crossboned. Crossboned into two shot, or one shot. The good old meat shot. Woo! I was gonna say you need to kill that soldier, but I guess your demo just did it for you because he's amazing. Hey, look! It's the critical Krieg. The other team should have known that was coming. Crit scout? Nah. No fun. Later, soldier. Go scout. That's a shame.
Our control point is being captured.
Yeah. So I like the idea of pushing in like that. I very much dislike the idea of pushing in without capping too. 'Cause that's not, that doesn't, it's not very good.
Alert.
Make sure you cap, especially if you're one of the only scouts up. You need to make sure that the point gets capped. Yeah, it was a very, well, It was a clean repush because blue overextended was the problem. They overextended with before they capped, so it just caused a whole bunch of massive mess because you got weird spawners on blue happening at that point, and then you also had people having to retreat back to the point. It just turned into a mess. Need to make sure you're buffed. Actually, one thing I haven't actually been paying attention to is your building. What are you building at? Because when you're building, nice, demo got destroyed. When you're building on Scout, stay buffed. Don't go below like 140. There's no reason to, right? Because you still build Uber at up to like what 95% or 145, 145.5% buff or something like that. So if you're not, when you're building, like just stay below like 150, but don't be any lower than that. That Scout ate a me shot and he died. Good. Free Scout. Nice. We push? Oh no, we're down 2 as well. We don't push. They feed? We feed. This is an awkward last. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
We build. Build. Why aren't we building? Please build! Ah, please build! Oh no! They're not building either. This could have been like a 30 ad for you guys or more. Oh, now we're building. Okay, good. You are just below the 150. Okay, I wasn't sure. You're going a little low here. Yeah, so like you don't need to go that low, but I wasn't sure before just because I saw a couple times post building you were like coming into fights with like under 100 for some reason. That's a soldier. It's a dead soldier. I really hope you called that. I really hope you called that and your pocket just walked in anyways, because if you didn't call those stickies going up, I would be very disappointed. And that sucks. Yeah, usually you don't want to get that aggressive with Scout. Oh no, you dropped your Scout and your demo, you guys are playing too far back. But getting that aggressive on Scout up there without a full buff is liable to get you, well, killed like that, so careful.
Play ball. All right, I feel good. Thanks, Doc.
The control point is being captured.
You're really far in and you're alone right now. I think it probably works because your team collapses on them really well, but your medic dies because of it. Is he gonna die? Oh no. And it's a sad day. And yeah, Road makes a good point there.
The control point is being contested.
Give anybody who needs to be arrowed, pocket, demo, whatever it is at that point in time, give them a wide berth so your medic can give easy arrows. There's nothing more frustrating than a Scout eating an arrow for both the medic and the pocket.
Alert. Our control point is being captured. We have lost the control point.
Oh no! That was the right idea. I like where you're going with that. And then you get Goomba stomped by a rocket.
Our last control point is being captured. You failed.
That feels so bad. So yeah, specifically on Sunshine mids, you need to either play a little bit closer with your medic or just direct your medic and team to rotate with you instead of like this weird back and forth dance you're playing where things get all messed up and whatever that was happening. As Rogue said, watch your arrows on rollout because that is a massive thing. I mean, other than that, it was pretty good. I don't see any major, like, super big glaring issues. Make sure you're building. There's definitely a lot of downtime. So should Pocket Scout be the furthest forward on mid? No, Pocket Scout shouldn't be the furthest forward on mid. That's usually a bad thing if your Pocket Scout's the furthest forward on mid. Usually you want it to be like your roamer or your actual pocket or something like that. You want your Pocket Scout to be playing around your medic. So your Pocket Scout can direct the way the mid's going to play out by where he goes, but make sure you're within beam range of your medic most of the time. Otherwise, like you get too disconnected, and that is a problem. Because it's kind of your job to protect the medic and play around him, and if you're not doing that, you're not doing your job.
In my dreams, I can feel you close to me. You open the cage and he sets you free. Come to me.
Yeah, if you're the furthest forward, usually you're going to be the one who gets shot the most, and that's usually not good. Anyways, I think I'm gonna be done for now. I got those like 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, a whole bunch of demos. I'll probably split some of this stuff up and hopefully get it up onto YouTube, maybe. If it's up there, I will post in the Newbie Mixes channel. If not, then rip. But anyways, yeah, I'll probably do this periodically every couple of weeks when I have more time. So feel free to post more stuff in that channel, and I'll ping like I did today when I'm doing stuff.